guys. I'm afraid I have some more bad news. Um, Terry Bollea, better known as Hulk Hogan, the world famous wrestler, probably the most famous wrestler who ever lived, has also passed away now, sometime today, I believe. He was 71, and I believe the cause of death was some kind of cardiac arrest. I know he was having some health issues. It is weird how these celebrity deaths always seem to happen in threes. Malcolm Jamal Warner, Theo from The Cosby Show. Then, of course, the great Ozzy Osbourne died 2 days ago. That was a devastating loss for sure. He was 76, and the world of metal will never be the same. But the legend lives on. Long live the Prince of Darkness. Now Hulk Hogan. He was one of my heroes growing up. Being a big fan of wrestling growing up. Hulkamania was a really good time, fun time to be a wrestling fan, and I know that a lot of people don't like him nowadays. He did some controversial things. I don't really know the whole story, really. I don't really know the extent of it. I just kind of stay out of celebrities' personal lives. Like, it's none of my business, and it doesn't interest me. I know he said some controversial things, but I just stay out of it. I stay out of, controversial subjects and politics and things that celebrities do in their personal life. It just doesn't pertain to me. Again, so I don't know the full extent of it, but either way, love him or hate him, he was a very important and integral figure in wrestling, and some consider him the most important wrestler, and he's definitely one of the most famous, probably most well known. And some even say that the WWE, formerly WWF, wouldn't have became what it was without the Hulkster, and I wouldn't be so quick to dispute that. I think I'd probably have to agree. Really, really sad loss. I can't believe, just lost Ozzy and now the Hulk, and, two of my childhood heroes. Yeah, there he is. The Hulkster. Rest in peace, brother. I was reading on Reddit, and then there was some other forums and stuff. People were saying, I'm glad he died, and he deserved it, and now he can burn in hell and stuff. Like, come on, guys, that's not cool. You shouldn't be happy when somebody dies, I think I've seen videos where he regretted what he did and apologized about it and stuff. Again, I don't know the full extent of it. I know there's some backstage politics with the wrestling community. I've heard he screwed over some wrestlers, and of course he said some really, really offensive things, but come on, I think that was years ago, and he moved past it. Again, I don't know the full extent of what happened. I don't know the full story, because I stay out of things like that. It doesn't interest me, and it's none of my business, but all these people saying, I'm glad he's dead. That's horrible. You're really, really being harsh, for saying something like that. That's really evil. But anyway, whatever. Like I said, love him or hate him, he was a very important and integral figure in the wrestling world, and really sorry to hear about another one of my childhood heroes passing. So yeah, guys. All right, well, were you a fan of Hulk Hogan? Did you dislike him so many people these days seem to, or what? Were you a fan of his wrestling? I thought he was, a really cool wrestler. And like I said, Hulkamania was a fun time to be a fan. And, some of his matches were among, some of the most entertaining for sure. But anyway, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. All right, guys. Well, I'm Lord Hellhound. See you later. Bye.